morning. Literally just woke up. I don't even know what time it is. It's 8 a.m. I need to reset today. I've had such a busy weekend, so I went and saw a concert. I went to watch wrestling. Yesterday I went and watched the train come in. Today I'm gonna go to the gym and then just kind of reset the house. I got laundry to do, meals to prep, things like that. But first, I want to go to the gym this morning. I'm unmotivated to do that. I'm not even gonna make coffee or anything. I am gonna I made some overnight oats last night, so I'm gonna grab that out the door and some water. So the only thing I need to do now is just get ready for the gym, and then we're just gonna jump in the car and we're gonna go. Finally forced myself to the car. Step one of making it to the gym. I don't necessarily love this. Even now, day, I believe it's 18. Really need to keep track of my days better. I'm just waking up and doing a day and then forgetting what day it is. I got some water. Obviously, I'm not awake yet. I got some water. We're gonna go to the gym. We're gonna work out, and then we're gonna come back to the house. And we're going to reset the house because I've been so busy all weekend. I haven't had time or motivation to do any of it. So there's a lot to do around the house. Yay for us! Anyways, let's go to the gym. I'm not going to record the gym because it is 9 o'clock in the morning. By the time I get there, it's going to be about 9:30 and it's going to be packed with people. But today, this is my only time that I can go today because my daughter and I share a car and she works at 4. So after 4 o'clock, I'm not going to have a car. I just know that my friend is going to message me and ask if I want to go on a walk this afternoon. And there's like a 50-50 chance I might actually go on this walk. And she's the only one I will go on this walk for because she has been really motivating herself lately as well to do better and lose weight and make better decisions. So she and I have been trying to keep each other a little bit more accountable. And so if she asked me to go on a walk, I would go on this walk. But literally the only person I would do it for because it is going to be so hot later. It is 9 a.m. and it's 80 degrees right now, which means it's going to become very hot. All right, I'll see you after the gym. Oh, I lied. Actually, I forgot. I got my overnight oats, or oats overnight. I don't actually know which one this one is. It's either cinnamon roll or birthday cake. Birthday cake. So, I'm going to drink this on the drive to the gym, listen to maybe my audiobook, and go work out. And then I will see you after the gym. A 45-minute workout is complete. I am sweating so bad. I need a shower. Okay. Also, I accidentally washed my headphones and, well, couldn't take them to the gym today. And that was awful, trying to work out without headphones, bumping in my ear, and listening to the sounds of people talking. Do I have something? Did I get a scratch or do I have something? Looks like a scratch. I don't know how I got that. Okay, let's go home. I'm going to shower and then get some coffee and start editing some videos. I almost hit a turtle crossing the road, and I wish that was a joke, but it was not, and I'm pretty sure it was a snapping turtle. It was a pretty decent sized turtle. It wasn't a small turtle. It was like, I don't know, you can't really tell. It's a big turtle crossing the road, and it took me a second, and I barely swerved around it because I didn't realize in the road. I don't know. That was nuts. Do we have snapping turtles in Ohio? I don't actually know. Weird. I've seen so many things cross the road. Deer, birds, turkeys. We have turkeys. I've never seen a turtle crossing a busy road. Like, busy road. Weird. Anyways, I just got home. I had a weird 20-minute drive to decide what my next steps are. So, I need to stop smacking my lips. I realized that today when I was editing the videos, and I promise that I will try to be more conscious of. I'm even doing it when I talk. I don't know how to stop doing that. I will try to be more conscious of it. Is that the word? I have no idea. My grass already needs mowed again. I'm also realizing that. Anyways, I have decided that I'm going to go start a load of laundry. It is almost 11 a.m. right now. I'm going to start a load of laundry, then make a cup of coffee, and 3, I'm going to go finish editing a video that I started last night so that I can get that out for tomorrow. It'll be my day 2 video of 75. I'm very behind on editing. I got so busy, which you will see in some of my videos. Hold on. This deer just came out of the trees. Oh, I'll respect his privacy. It looks like he's she's taking a poop. Oh, she's like coming near the car. My husband is very irritated with the deer right now because they keep eating his plants, but they're so cute. My daughter's calling me now. I need to go. A buck just came out. You can see his little antlers. Oh my gosh, hi. Look at his little antlers coming in. Are you mama or are you... Who are you? I don't know. If my husband saw me babying these deer right now, he would be disappointed in me. Oh, now that one's taking a poop. I feel like I need to not look over there until it's done. I need to go in the house. I'm smacking my lips again. I need to go in the house and start this load of laundry, but these deer are so close to my car that I don't want to scare them away. That one is taking a very long poop. The baby buck. His little antlers are so cute. Sorry to my husband for looking at the deer. To be fair, my husband's garden is very pretty, and he spends a lot of time making it look beautiful, and they're eating every plant in that garden. It's a problem. So, to be fair, I would be mad too. Alright. As soon as they start walking away a little bit, I'm going to go start laundry and make my coffee. Why do I smack my lips like that? I don't even think about it. I'm going to go make coffee, and then I might bring you to make coffee with me, and then I got to go edit a video. Well, the moment I came into the house to make coffee and do all the stuff, my daughter and her friend were blasting Cat's Eye. So, now you're just getting a voiceover of me showing you what is going into my coffee. So I do the Meyer coffee pod with the nut pod, the Skinny Girl, and my protein coffee mix. and I do all of those together. It's pretty okay. Definitely not as good as the sugary crap creamer, but it's not terrible. Although sometimes I really do miss that sugary crap creamer because it was delicious. Been doing a lot of sugar-free options and things like that. I had to cut out almost all of the audio from this because my daughter kept saying weird things to the camera, and then I also had to cut out a couple videos because she kept making weird hand movements and doing things in front of the camera. And then in a moment you see me lean down and talk to the camera. Basically, I'll tell you guys, my daughter's a jerk, and then she laughs. You see her face. She is. She was being a big old... See? Look at that. Look at that. Big old butthead. I love that butthead. But she is a big old butthead. Anyways, at this point they were blasting some Monster High song and just being silly and goofy. But then her friend kept trying to get in the video, and I kept trying to like squeeze them both out. I can't get any privacy. That's a joke. I would not take this away for the world. Those kids make me laugh so much. Hey, let me set you down. There we go. Apparently I'm out of breath just walking up the steps. My daughter, my oldest, came to talk to me for a while I was editing, and I sat and talked to her for a while, realized how gross I feel after drinking the coffee and sitting for a minute, so I'm gonna go take a shower, then go back to editing my video, I think, because I want to get it done today. Also, you're welcome now, because at the end of that video are some pictures of her in Hamilton that I was going to take out. They were just random pictures I took that day. She asked me to keep them in, so you're welcome. If you want to see them, check out day 2. Do I look cute? Yeah, I do. Want to hear something cool? I put on a pair of shorts that are 2X, and I don't feel like a busted can of biscuits in it. A busted can of biscuits in it, which is so much progress, because I could have never, when I first started working out. So I originally started working out end of April. Currently, the day that I'm filming this is July. It's like not quite mid-July, but not quite the beginning of July. I don't actually know what the date is right now. Let me see if I can see. Oh no, it is like mid-July. My dates are all messed up. It's July 13th currently, but end of April is beginning of April, I think. I actually think beginning of April. I accidentally lied to you, and sometimes I do that. Beginning of April is when I started my journey, and I was 285 when I originally started. I was in a 3X, almost sometimes a 4X is what I felt more comfortable in. So the fact that today I put on a 2X and I didn't feel like I was busting out of it, huge progress. And even though my weight is slowly going down, it is going down. My inches are going down, and I started end of June, doing the 75 Better challenge. So from April till end of June, I was on my own weight loss journey, trying to figure out what that looked like. And then I heard about this challenge, and I decided that this is what I needed to stay motivated, and so far it's working. All right, showered. I need brushed out and stuff, but I'm gonna go switch another load of laundry and then continue editing my video. actually decided, kind of hungry. I think I want something for lunch. I'll come back when I tell you what that is. Well, I've decided out of spite that I'm eating the scrambled eggs that my husband made yesterday. Because he said that I wasn't going to eat them today. And there you go, Tony. I am eating them today. How about that? Anyways, he overmade scrambled eggs yesterday because we had people over. And he was afraid they were going to go to waste, and I put them in the fridge. Normally they would go to waste. So I just did a little bit of the scrambled eggs, cottage cheese, and a piece of string cheese. It's not gourmet, but it'll make me feel full. Alright, now I'm going to go edit my video. Somebody give me motivation. Am I going to lay here and read with all of this laundry next to me? I thought about it. But I should fold laundry. And while I'm folding laundry, I can talk to you. So let me get up and we'll do that. Alright, I've got all of this that I need to fold. And I figured, why don't I tell you a little bit more about me? Maybe some things you didn't know. We can start in the beginning with my childhood if you want. I'm pretty much an open book. So I could start there. Alright. What do you want to know? I was born in a very small town in Ohio to two parents, a mother and a father, who seemed happily married at the time. I have one sister. Hold on, let me move you. Let's see if that's a better angle. I have one sister, a younger sister, who is 2 years younger than me. Almost exactly. We were both born in August. And she's at the beginning of August and I'm at the end of August, so almost exactly 2 years apart. I moved out of that small town when I was about 5 to the town I actually live in currently. My dad, absolutely amazing guy. He will give the shirt off his back to anybody. He is one of my heroes, and I adore him to the end of the earth. My mother, a little bit more of a struggle there. She spent a lot of my childhood with other men that were not my father, I'd say. Sometimes she would pick me and my sister up and take us with her, and we wouldn't see my dad for a long time afterwards. There were several men that came in and out of our lives where she would just leave, and all of a sudden we would be living with a new guy who we never met before. And you can imagine when that happens when you're a child, there are a lot of things that you go through and a lot of growing up that you do. I think that for a very long time I was angry. I got a text message. I think for a very long time I was angry. I was so angry, and I'm still not over it. We still don't have a very good relationship. She does live in the same town as I do, but we don't really see each other very much. We interact every once in a while. I think there's a lot of things from my childhood that I can't forgive her for, and then more times than I can count, she left my dad, went to go live with a new man. Things didn't work out there. They were often not good men, let's say. And so, of course, she would end up leaving that relationship. And my sister and I were young, so my dad would often take her back. And it was a whole lot of back and forth growing up. And then we would usually move back to the same town after a while. This is the town where my dad grew up, and so all of his family and stuff are here, and that's kind of why I'm here too. So about 5th grade was when that cycle finally stopped. I was in school, 5th grade, and my mother came to pick me up. One second, my daughter's calling me. All right, I think I was at 5th grade. I had to help my daughter with something. In 5th grade, my mom came to pick me up from school, which was sometimes unusual because by 5th grade, my mom was not home a lot. And my little sister, who went to the elementary school, was in the car with her. And she told me that she was picking me up because she just wanted to spend the day with me because she missed me. And you're a kid, you don't question that. Your mother is, despite everything, I was young and she was still a really important person in my life. And in 5th grade, she moved me to a trailer park. She lied. Spoiler alert, she lied. She took me to a trailer park to live with a new guy. And I didn't see my dad again until 7th grade. So from 5th grade, like halfway through 5th grade, until I want to say like the end of 7th grade, I did not see my dad. My mom had me living with her and this man in a trailer park. Nothing against trailer parks. This trailer park, however, was in need of assistance, but that's okay. And then I did make friends there. I did go to school there. I, however, was not allowed to really use the phone. I was very kept away from everything. And I guess, like, I actually didn't know how to get a hold of my dad. I had no idea in those ages how to call my dad, how to get a hold of him. My entire life, he always worked, and my mom was a stay-at-home mom. She was the only person I always had for the most part, because sometimes my dad would work several jobs at a time. Sometimes those jobs would be on the road. My mom never worked my entire life. Not one time did she ever work, which is fine. I am a stay-at-home mom now. I get it. It's hard to work when you have children. However, it's not cool when your husband is out constantly working and you're taking those children to go meet strange men. Not very cool. So, 5th grade, I go and I move to a different town with a new guy, and I start my new life. And this is what I think is going to be my life forever, because I literally have no idea how to contact my father. In 7th grade, I went to a fair in our town with one of my friends in 7th grade. I was finally allowed to go leave the house and go hang out with my friends and go have fun. And guess who I saw at the fair? My father. So for the first time in almost 2 years, I saw my dad randomly at the fair. What are the odds? And I was able to exchange numbers with him and work with him behind my mom's back in order to help him get custody of me and my sister. At the time, I was old enough to say who I wanted to work with. I was old enough to say who I wanted to live with. So eventually it came to a point where my dad did end up getting full custody of us because I said I wanted to live with him, and my sister wanted to be with me because even though we were 2 years apart, I spent a lot of time taking care of my sister because, one, my dad was constantly at work, and 2, my mother was never home. So from a very early age, I took on a lot of responsibility with her. So 7th grade, I finally moved in with my dad full time, and my mom like falls off the face of the earth. She moved from Ohio to Texas with this guy, fell off the face of the earth for several years afterwards. And I was blissfully living with my dad. I got to see all my old friends again. I went back to school because sometimes during these stints, I missed a lot of school growing up. And my education was not great. And even now, it's very lacking. There was a lot of attention I think I needed as a child academically that I certainly did not get. And although, bless my father, he has issues with learning too, and I don't think I was ever going to receive what I needed. I'm very adamant now with my kids and trying to make sure that they're able to get what they need to learn, because I know what the struggle was. I did not do well in school. I've repeated a couple grades. I struggled, and I'm pretty sure that I just got passed through the system. I went to probably 8 or 9 different schools by the time I was in 7th grade. I met a lot of different people, and then when I would start getting comfortable, I would move again. This last guy that my mom moved me with, he was not used to being around children. I don't think he was necessarily the worst one out of all of them, but he was very strict. Like, we were not allowed to eat unless he told us we can eat. We were not allowed to go anywhere unless he said that it was okay for us to go anywhere. Everything was very controlled with him. I sometimes would make his life a living hell, because by this time I was starting to get a little bit older and realize how bad of a situation we were in. And I would purposely do things to create drama and create problems so that he would purposely be pissed off. And I do not regret that, not one bit. I think this is my daughter's shirt. I do not regret that, not one bit. I do not regret making his life hell. I do not regret making my mother's life hell. When I first started seeing my dad again, also, I was not allowed to cut my hair. When I was a child, my hair was down past my butt. My mother's hair was also past her butt, and she refused, absolutely refused, to let me cut my hair. And when I first started seeing my dad, this was right before he got custody. I started going with him sometimes overnight or on trips and stuff, because that's just how it was at that time. The first thing I did, the first time I ever hung out with my dad, was I told him that I wanted to go get a haircut. It's one of my favorite things that I ever did. My dad took me to go get this haircut, and I chopped my hair. Mind you, it was down to my butt. I chopped it to here. And I strolled in that house, and the look on my mother's face, she cried. I had chopped every bit that I could off. And my dad stood by me while I did it and told me that he loved me. And that was just one of the ways and one of the days that I really learned how much of a person that he was and how in my corner he was. He had been looking for me for a long time, me and my sister. And when I tell you, the day that I saw him at that fair, The day I got to hug him after not seeing him for 2 years, I cannot describe to you the emotions, the love, and how much I just missed him. So when my dad ended up getting custody and me and my sister ended up moving in with him, we lived in this upstairs duplex first, and then we moved out of there into a duplex in the town that I'm in now. And my grandmother, who my mom's mom, I spent a lot of time with also growing up. So sometimes when my mom would disappear and my dad had to work, I would go to my grandma's a lot. And so I spent a lot of time also growing up with her. So between my dad and my grandma, they got me through that period of time. And then when I was about 15, by the time I was 15, I was very independent. And starting to get a little wild. My dad was back to working a lot. One second. I'm getting a group message. All right. That was my friend Kim. She wants me to go on a walk with her. Anyways, I'm gonna cut this here in a minute, but by the time I was 15, I became very wild. And I ended up having a boyfriend who was 20. Yeah. 20 years old. And I, freshly 15, got engaged to this guy. I also lied to everybody that I knew about his age and started doing things that 15-year-olds should not be doing. I became a little out of pocket. And so that is a story for a whole nother day. But I think what I'm trying to say here is my dad, which you will meet my dad in a later video. We end up having a day together. Well, we go spend the day together, and I get him on video for a little bit, and I actually can't wait for you to meet him in that video because my dad is one of the sweetest people in this world who cares very much for me. And without him, I truly don't think I would be here where I am today. There's a lot more through this story. This is kind of the rundown version. There's like the second time my mom stole me as well. This wasn't a one-time occurrence. She sometimes would pick me up off the street, and apparently I was an idiot as a child because I would just get right in the car and then she would take me away. But I am lucky to be who I am right now. I could be a lot worse. I could have followed in her footsteps. I could have become a bad mother, and instead I used everything that I went through with her to try and be the opposite and try to be there for my kids and listen to them. And I think there's a point where maybe I have overdone it, if you can. I poured everything that I had into my children. I literally gave up anything I ever wanted, anything I ever needed, and made sure that they were first every time. And by doing that, I put myself last. And it's very easy to do when you're a parent. It's extremely easy to do when you're a parent, especially a parent who has a rough history with their own parents. But I would not take it back for this world because my children know that they're loved. My children know that no matter what, I would drop anything there to be there for them. My children know that they're safe. My children know that I, out of anybody, am the person who will always listen and will always be there for them. Now, my oldest went through moments as a teenager where I don't think she really realized that. She fought me hard, but now we're at a point where we're kind of over the hill. She's actually going to be 18 in 2 weeks, and I can't wait to tell you more of my stories because I got a lot of them. I'm pretty much done with this laundry. My friend keeps messaging me to go on a walk, so I'm going to go on a very hot walk, hot girl walk. It's not really hot girl walk. It's almost 90 degrees out there, and I'm going to sweat to death, but we're going to do it because it will make us better. She got me out here.
Yeah!
But we got to go see this beautiful river and sit and chat for a while. You can hear her in the background.
Nice.
All right, now we're going to walk back. But this
You
sucks.
did it.
I did it. My face is so red. I have been getting so much sun this week, and it doesn't help that she just motivated me to get out of the house, and it's 90 degrees outside. She and I were sweating our literal butts off, and I hope that that's what happens, because that's what she and I are working towards right now. But I mean, the walk was great. I love walking with her. We always have a really good time. We talk about everything on our walks, and the walks just always seem to go faster when we do them together, which is good. You always want a buddy like that. Hey girl, if you ever see this, thanks for motivating me. Hope we keep doing that for each other. What do I need to do? I need to turn down this air so you can hear me a little bit better. I need to go switch out a load of laundry. I'm gonna sit in my AC, cool off a little bit, and then in about 20 minutes when that washer finishes, I'm gonna go shower my body, because right here is the basement where my laundry is, and by the time I go upstairs to my room and shower, I'm not coming back downstairs to switch the laundry. I'm just not. So I'm going, oh, I know what I need to do. I was updating a video earlier today, and I had it rendering when I left, so I need to go check and see if everything rendered correctly and upload it for my video upload for tomorrow. It'll be my day 2 of 75 video, and yeah, that's it. Let's go change out a little laundry, sit for a little bit, finish the video, finish folding and putting away laundry. I also need to shower my body because I'm absolutely disgusting. It'll be my second shower today. We're not smelly around here. We may be big, but we're not smelly. And I also need to figure out what I'm making for dinner. So it looks like my video did actually render. I'm gonna sit and have a snack. I love these. They're not for everybody, but I love them. I'm gonna have this snack because I want some protein right after walking, and I need to wait for the washer to stop so I can go take a shower. So I'm gonna finish uploading this video to YouTube so it can be ready for tomorrow's upload, and I'll see you after my shower. Hey, so I am home, sat for a little bit in the AC. I'm about to go take a shower, and my second shower of the day, and figure out what I want to have for dinner. But so far it's a pretty good day. I am honestly so glad that I went on that walk, as much as it was so hot and as much as I was so unmotivated to do it. I'm really glad that I did it. So as you can see, for dinner, I'm having a turkey burger on a protein wrap, built like a burger, lettuce, tomato, pickles. Had a little bit of avocado because I had extra fat and calories that I can use today. My daughter forgot to take her water upstairs. And a thing of green beans. I'm not going to eat all of those green beans, but I didn't want to do a separate container, so I'm just going to eat what I want of it and then put the rest away later. And that's my dinner. I'm going to go sit, eat dinner, and then probably go do some reading. Finally. I've been putting it off all day. I was just going through my videos and realized I never made an outro. So here's one now. I showed you everything I ate during the day, stayed within my calorie deficit. I actually have been getting down this whole protein and fiber thing, so I've been pretty much meeting my goals. I think today I still had like 9 grams of protein left that I could have eaten, but that's great, and I'm definitely making progress with that. This light is definitely making progress with that. I am about to lay here and read my 10 pages of my book. If you're new here, I'm reading a book called Verity Guild, which I talk about in some of my first videos. What else? I've had a pretty eventful day. Today I did 2 workouts, which is not necessary, but I did. I went to the gym, and then I went for a walk again with my friend, who's very lucky that I love her because it was so hot outside. I was sweating. It was 90 degrees, but we had an amazing conversation. It just constantly flows. She's somebody who, I just instantly connected with the day that I met her, and we've been friends ever since, so I'm ready for bed. Let's see, it is 9:40 at night. I'm going to read my book, but I just wanted to go over the fact that I did meet all of my goals today, even increased my workout, and the only thing I have left to do today is read my 10 pages. I'm very tired. It's going to be a struggle to get through those 10 pages today, but we're going to do it. And that's because we are better. We are doing better, and we are going to be better. Hope you join me tomorrow. I don't know who I'm pointing at. Hope you join me tomorrow. I'm weird. I'm sorry. I'm so weird. But hopefully you guys like weird. Alright, have a good night.